So what was the biggest surprise coming back 30 years later?
That we were
That,
still functioning.
yeah, that we were still willing to come back 30 years later.
You all look exactly the same.
Thank
too.
you.
Anyway,
Thanks.
go on. I mean that.
It's a very flattering thing to say, and
Thank you.
It's a very good way of making this a very narcissistic interview for me. Thank you.
What was it like coming back 30 years later? I mean, what was odd is it was almost as if you just sort of picked back up, but in a better, healthier way, because you're older, you're more mature, you've learned, you've had a lot of life lessons. It was like, oh yeah, hey, it's you. And you just fall right back into like sort of this family, we're here to do it and do it together and as a team mentality.
The biggest surprise was that we all still had this great connection, that we, even though we hadn't seen each other maybe physically in 20 years, some of us, or hadn't talked to each other in a while, we all still are brothers and sisters. Like there's a connective fiber that we will never be able to dispel, once you go through what we went through together. That decade of working together in our teens and early 20s was so important to all of us and defining, and it really made us all closer because of it. And now to be able to come back together as adults and appreciate that is it's a great opportunity.
It was a little scary that first day, like jumping into group scenes, wondering like, what's it gonna be like? And then all of a sudden it was just effortless. It was this magic happened that we're like, oh, we remember that magic. That was us. This is us now. And so much has changed, yet nothing has changed.
It came at the perfect time. Everyone's schedule is so demanding. We're all doing different things, whether it be professional endeavors or our personal families. The fact that we were all available and that we all enjoyed working with each other in the past and that this opportunity was available, it just made sense. There was a lot of pressure in revisiting what was once so successful, not just here in the United States, but all over the world. So we were very sure to pay respect to what we have done. We don't want to insult our fans from days gone by, but we want to entertain them and hopefully inspire them to continue watching. Not only that, there's a tremendous pressure to bring in new viewers. A lot of people out there never saw 90210. My daughters don't know what 90210 is. They know what Sharknado is, but they don't know what 90210 is. They see the billboards and they see the advertisements and they wonder what's going on. I brought my daughter to work today so she could see a little bit of the press machine that goes into building a show. But we were all very sure to make it fresh, to make it appealing, and then still be respectful to the fans from Beverly Hills 90210 and give them something that they could feel satiated in watching the program, but yet inspire them to watch more because it was a little different. And I think we've created something unique and different.
And Shannen, I think you were the last one to sign on, and you signed on in part to honor Luke Perry. Can you talk a little about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was just, I think when the cast / producers were kind enough to, keep coming back around to me, it became a different decision because it became about how do I honor my friend and it just felt right to be on the set with everyone sort of hand in hand and giving a nod to a show that meant a lot to Luke, and that only weeks before he had spoken to me about like, oh, do you remember when, we were doing that? So it felt important, honestly, and almost like you have no choice in a beautiful way, not in like a bad way. And I'm super grateful that they thought to ask me again and gave me the opportunity to say yes.